Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could. Got it on smash, I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
Set 60 Pittsburgh.
Slant. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
X3, 218, chopper.
Tight dog.
Roll out.
Back.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. Burrows. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Big 6-6, pull it high. Hey, Charlie, go. Shoot.
2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Trubisky.
They'll put a check mark in. The box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. They'll run with Pollard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. On second down, it's Hill. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down. On third down, it's Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Justice Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch the shot.
Bravo.
Check 31. Check 31. Chance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Broncos
30
45
base.
yard line.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Now.
2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check safety.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Burrows. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch it.
80 weapon. Go. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing here, Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Watch twist.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big third down play there for the Jags. 47 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hard.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he connects with Ertz. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Under 10. Tighten up. Deuce.
Now.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Zoo!
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Burrows. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard
61,
line.
matchbox
It's a
fight.
gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Check nickel.
Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Ready?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Echo.
Check 26, check 26. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Shim. Hey, look, 3.
5.
They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Hey, come on. Hey, alert. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike, 180. Check tight.
On first down, Pollard And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On second down now, Pollard, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Watch the edge.
Alert, 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 alert.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Pollard, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tony Pollard, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Begin. Rush in.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. That's taken in by Callaway. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go.
Hey, high 7. Now.
Change the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
Mike to go.
They'll look to throw again. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 2nd down, Burrows. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
You remember me? Let's go.
5. Now.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The 40. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You got nothing.
2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Hey, Delta.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. Burrows. Oh, what a juke into space. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down now, Burrows, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey!
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready to break.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
We go set. 60 outlaw.
We go. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Burrows. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Terry McLaurin his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Pollard. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Yes, yes.
Joker.
Go.
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Check 15.
18. Hey, Charlie. Red, tough.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky will throw. It stays up. And some strong running. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now it's Trubisky, forced out to his left. And now he'll let this, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Reuben Foster picks it, and this one will be brought back to the 22. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Bravo!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A gain of 22. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Hey, check Mike.
Go!
Push him back.
Get it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check. Fresno. Alert flag.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Blue draw Corkins.
Check.
Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they tried to tack on two more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for Denver, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my run. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner's side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color troops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? Then you ask. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.